Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your gut feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you're gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem, and then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem. I'm confident, I'm strong. They're just gonna have to deal with it, and if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
Yo, it's your boy Light Buddha Mike back at it again with another TikTok live reaction. How is everybody doing out there in the YouTube land? Hopefully y'all doing feeling good and doing good. You know what I'm saying? Got these Epstein files on deck. Not really, but really though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get too much into it. I'll let him tell it. What the hell?
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride of my back like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Free Rashad Jamal, they gave him 16 fucking years for waking the world up and exposing the elites, they wasn't fair. He taught a lot of spiritual things that most niggas never knew about this fucked up ass world. Like what else was he supposed to do? He united the black community, something most of y'all can't do, but people steady hating on him. What the fuck, like I'm confused. His baby mama didn't wanna see him win, so she framed him. There was no proof, just a hearsay, they so shameful. Child molestation, they hit black leaders with the same thing to ruin our image, turn our people on us, then chain gang. How come y'all don't see this? This been happening for years. I'm tired of shit like this, that's why I'm never motherfucking scared. Free Rashad till it's backwards, he was preaching like a fucking pastor. I know he missed his family, this whole world is a fucking disaster. Talking about child molestation, bitch, what about Epstein? And that list they stole free.
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome all. Welcome all. How's everybody doing? Liking my mustache. I've been working on it. I'm trying to get that shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate stash on. You know what I'm saying? Get my pirate sta Be a nice pirate stash. But yeah, let's keep it moving.
Rashad Jamal is gonna tell y'all what they ain't. Their job is to kill you. You're the threat if you're black or Latino or what, or you're poor white or poor middle class. That's another reason why they lock you poor white motherfuckers up. And you people that do white people that's been a middle class and poor, y'all, they lock y'all up, give y'all tickets. Why? Because y'all ain't shit to them neither. They don't do that to their own. They don't do their rich white friends like that. Rich white people do not get treated like poor middle class white people. No, the fuck they don't. I've seen rich white people shit on poor white people right in front of me, nigga. You hear me? Because it's bloodlines. It's bloodlines. If you ain't in them 13 bloodlines, your ass ain't official, nigga. You gotta remember, a lot of them rich white people are reptilians anyway. They look white. They are reptilians and Pleiadians. So reptilians shapeshift into the human white form, whereas Pleiadians and human beings have the same exact form anyway. Majority of you human beings are poor. Facts. They don't like y'all. Y'all not in their circle.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in their circle. We ain't in their names. We ain't in their lanes. So we get the fuck up out the way so we can live another day.
I'ma do you like baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas too in that bitch. I never forget the word. Suckle up Wayne let.
That's Wayne, in his own words, telling a 15-year-old Lil Twist what went down when he was just 11. But that kitchen incident, that's only the beginning of what Birdman allegedly put him through. The come-up that came with a cost. Yo, what's good, fam? Look, we gotta have a real conversation today about one of the most disturbing dynamics in hip-hop history. We talking about Weezy F Baby, the greatest rapper alive according to himself, and millions of fans worldwide. But before he was dropping classics like Thought Carter 3, before he was kissing Grammy trophies and selling out arenas across the globe, young Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. was just a kid from Holly Grove, New Orleans, navigating a world of violence, poverty, and predators wearing expensive suits and flashing record deals. The story begins around 1991-1993 when Birdman met Wayne through his brother Slim. Picture this scene real clear in your mind. Wayne was just 8 or 9 years old at the time. His biological father had already bounced on the family, leaving the youngin' without that paternal guidance every kid needs to navigate this cold world. Wayne's mother, Josida Carter, was doing her absolute best to raise him.
Damn, I did not know his middle name was Michael. That is new to me. News and new to me. How's everybody doing now? I see we got 5 people up in here now. You know what I'm saying? Well, 6 actually, but I'm counting. Don't worry.
Love that already. Love that we have a term, grief policing. I love that you can always rely on a new psychological phenomena to be spun out by the media. The problem is actually you guys for noticing. And then it says, and as her critics will likely be disappointed to learn, those experts say judgments about Kirk reveal less about her true state of mind, and much more about the broader national discomfort with death, especially the kind of violent, widely broadcast killing that took her husband down. Quote, this is the quote from an expert, guys. It reflects our mourning avoidant, emotion-phobic culture, where people tend to make all sorts of quick, uninformed judgments about how people are supposed to grieve, says Dr. Alan Wolfelt, a Colorado-based death educator and grief counselor. Shout out to Dr. Alan, because this is a tough job. And he's saying a lot of words. He's doing what he's learned at school, is just say a bunch of words, call people a bunch of names. He's like, this is supercalifragilisticexpialidociousness. Yeah. The ism, the abracalagocious abracadabra, abracadabra, doobity-doobity-dabda ism is what everyone's suffering from. Anyways, it goes on in the article. The experts, so step aside, losers. The experts are here. The experts that the Daily Mail spoke to were quick to note that Kirk has been an easy target for people who don't share her or her late husband's staunch political or religious views. There is, they say, also an aspect of sexism at play. Another quote, another therapist. This guy says, widows are uniquely grief policed. Their appearance, their tone, and behavior, said LA grief therapist Bidwell Smith. Okay, Bidwell. He says there's this cultural belief that a good widow should look really collapsed and devastated. But grief is not a performance, and survival is not a moral failure. When grieving, people can hyperfunction, as Kirk has appeared to do. People throw a lot of negative judgment on that, thinking that they feel nothing, when internally, privately, they may be collapsing and not really show it, Bidwell Smith added. Dr. Wolf similarly suspects that Kirk's insistence on getting up and getting dressed and putting on makeup and fighting for something she believes in every day is a classic emotional survival.
I mean, at that point, it's not emotional survival. It's program. You get up every day and do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just open up. Try to delete it. It takes a little while. But yeah, we get what you're saying, Candace. What up, though, DJ? DJ and Nudie in the building. And then we got two people over there on Kick. Yo, what's up over there on Kick? I wonder if there's like, because obviously it's different densities. Otherwise, the brown would fall to the bottom like that, right? But if there's two different water types on our plane, that means there's more planes with different water types. I wonder what their pollution levels are. Ours, that shit kind of look like some microplastics. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But this is my captain look. You know what I'm saying? Captain, no cap. You know what I'm saying? Try and get it in. When we get that submarine, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it in. Like Dark Waters 9.
You're in a video game called Life on Earth, and if you're watching this video, you're probably a lot closer to winning the game than you might think. It does really seem to be that we live in a simulation. There's almost no matter in reality, and it's just photons, light, energy that responds to our emotions and our thoughts. And so what's the objective? What's the purpose of this experience, this video game matrix simulation? I'm going to offer a few perspectives, saving the most intriguing one for last. Many people talk about we're a soul on a growth and healing journey, and that comes through experiences. It talks about the planning process of picking our life, our body, our family, our challenges, and I get head to toe goosebumps when I read this book. I can't recommend it enough. Another perspective is that it's all about love. We're here to learn how to choose love over fear. And I want to point out that a lot of us forget to give ourselves that love. We focus it outward, but you are every bit as important as anybody else. And ultimately, I don't think there is anybody else, that we're all fundamentally one at some level. So when you give yourself love, you are giving love out to the collective. Another reason we might be here.
Yeah, I guess they said that she was talking too much. Might have said a little bit too much. They cut her off. I'll say that was quick too.
If you take people like Jay-Z and fucking Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people. You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Push's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, oh, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
That's why I like Kanye. You know why? 'Cause he don't have to lie. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lie. He's sucking peanuts. You don't have to lie.
When they would do what he wanted, which is how Amanda got the Amanda Show, because her parents would let Dan Schneider take her into his office to do writing sessions, and eventually it led to her getting her own show. We know that Ariana also got her own show. I think it was called like Cat and Sam. And of course, those images resurfacing, it's very clear what was happening. And of course, she was a vulnerable, innocent, preyed upon young girl. And she is now becoming a woman, coming into her womanhood, and having to realize what happened and what this means and what it means in this industry. Now, in June of 2024, Ariana Grande actually did an interview where she admits that she was reprocessing a lot of the things that happened to her on the shows Victorious and Sam and Cat because she was so young, and all of those clips were resurfacing from that documentary. She also talked about the survivors and how brave they were for coming forward, and the set environment, and how she was convinced as a young girl that they were just pushing the envelope with this humor and that nothing was wrong. But obviously, looking back as a woman, you can see that that was not right to be doing around children.
Speaking specifically about our show, I think that was something that we were convinced was like the cool thing about us, is that like we pushed the envelope with our humor, and the innuendos were like, we were told and convinced as well that it was like the cool differentiation. And I don't know, I think it just all happened so quickly, and now looking back on some of the clips, I'm like, that's damn, like really?
Yeah.
And
And
shit,
the
like
craziest-
if my daughter, you know, sorry to, you know, I just, you think about it, it's like if I had a daughter, it's like,
Another startling thing that she says in this interview is that she was upset to find out that some of the content of her that she never knew was released ended up on a website. Now, you guys remember when I dove into what AmandaPlease.com was. I think that there were other websites where other people who were into disturbing things could access photos and content of these children. Now, this is at a time where websites were really the only like type of internet that we had.
Yeah, we grew up with that shit. Some wild and crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Programming at its best, I guess. I mean, they got their programs out. Programs still running. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still idolizing the program, even though the program don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids is trying to be kids. It's kind of like that Michael Jackson syndrome. Kid grew up so fast, you know what I'm saying? Every time he got around kids, he thought he was a kid again. It's that Peter Pan shit, man. But it is what it is. These the files, y'all.
Jaden Smith is gay. His first lover was Tyler, the Creator.
When Orlando Brown said this, it immediately set the internet on fire, not just because of the claim itself, but because it reminded people of a moment that already happened in public. Back in 2018, Jaden Smith shocked fans when he took the stage and announced that Tyler, the Creator, was his boyfriend.
And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my mother boyfriend. Tyler, the Creator, is my boyfriend.
The crowd cheered and laughed. Social media exploded, and debates started instantly. Some believed Jaden was joking. Others believed he was expressing real emotions in his own way. According to Orlando Brown, that moment didn't sit well behind the scenes. He claimed Jaden was later told to stop being so open, suggesting that boundaries were set about how far things could go publicly. Whether Orlando's claims are true or not, one thing is undeniable. That onstage moment gave real fuel to speculation, and it's why this conversation keeps resurfacing years later.
Bieber was grinded on from behind, outside of a kiss.
Shouldn't have did none of that. You're asking me about secret homosexuality.
So should people be aware cameras are on? Like cameras are on.
Jaden Smith is gay.
Oh.
His first lover was Tyler, the Creator. We all know he got mad when Tyler, the Creator, cheated on him. He got out there, and then Will was like, nigga, you're my son, bro. You can have your feelings, but you can't be out here like that. He stopped it, shut it down.
See, when they be doing that shit to their kids, dude, that's when it's programming. You know what I'm saying? They try to program the kids into doing shit that they shouldn't be doing in the first place. No reason why these kids should have any kind of relationship, especially if they under the Hollywood eye. But I guess if you guys are into doing that beard and what they call what is she called? Situationship? No. Her Alistine or Alistair, whatever the fuck dude's name is, August. Damn, what was it? I can't remember right now. I think I'm dehydrated. Drink some water. Yeah, Alicina. What was that situationship that they had? What was it called? She tried to call it something funny sounding, but then everybody started using it. Whatever it was, dude, that shit was weird. That shit was weird. That's how you could tell she's like a high witch and shit. Because she started going bald with the alopecia because she wanted to wear the fucking glue and the wigs and whatnot. But the same thing is, she wanted to act and pretend like she was still married while she was doing the table. What was it? Or the round table, whatever the fuck that shit is. Like the shit that people talk about should be not personal. You know what I mean? Like if it's personal, don't put it in public like that. Keep that shit personal. That's why it's called personal. That's your persona. Keep that shit to yourself.
You literally can't believe nothing you even see no more. Your pineal has to be activated right now. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Motherfuckers who out there sleep ain't got no pineal. They out here with they just looking with these two. It's a wrap for them. Cause when they do this fake alien invasion, you can't tell these motherfuckers that there ain't no motherfucking big ass ships in the sky shooting at everybody. Just like you couldn't tell motherfuckers coronavirus wasn't real. Cause you know the media gonna sell it. They gonna be like motherfuckers dying. They gonna sell it so good. And then, in selling it, they're gonna miseducate you about it while selling it to you. They're gonna start lying about different extraterrestrial races. All the extraterrestrial races that ain't even good for y'all, that's bad as fuck, that wanna harm y'all, they gonna tell y'all they cool. Cause y'all finna see these niggas walking down the street and everything, nigga. It's finna get real. Niggas gonna get used to seeing motherfuckers pull up on ships through portals and just bail out. Y'all think I'm lying.
I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. He is not lying. He is not lying. I think life as an isekai is gonna start any moment, and when these portals start opening up, and you ain't no warrior or have that warrior mentality or know how to fucking link up into a community and do your part, dude, you're just gonna be one of those people that get took out by an orc or a motherfucking goblin. You know what I'm saying? Like Shit's crazy. It's about to get crazy. Shit, dragons, Leviathan, all the shit that they said in the Bible, the Quran, the Talmud, like everything. Shit's gonna get crazy, y'all. Golden age. We hopefully this don't protect us, right? Hopefully he got a plan.
We all just found out the minimum wage
wouldn't
is
hope-
supposed to be $66 an hour to keep up with the current cost of living. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field. I went to school for 8 years and paid back $80,000 in student loans. Since the beginning of this year, I've negotiated 2 big raises at my current job by forcing my current job to match the offer from 2 other job offers. These amounted to a total pay increase of 25%, which means I was underpaid by 25%. Thank you very much. And if you do the math, I now make $60 an hour. I make a whole lot of money compared to people who were poor, but it just hits different when you're supposedly killing it and you're still below minimum wage. I'd like to thank the boomers for giving us this reality and telling us for decades on end so many things that were never actually true. Oh, and also, you all are insufferable on the internet, complaining about our avocado toast and lattes. Avocado toast and lattes are because we just want to feel some happiness, because we realize this is all bullshit. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So we all just found out the minimum wage is supposed to be $66 an hour to keep up with the current cost of living. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field. I went to school for 8 years and paid.
That's a lot of money to be paying back to, man. See, I didn't go to that shit, so I don't have to pay nothing back, so I was smart. But the thing is, my time and investment is usually done by my experiences anyways. Like, I picked up a window washing job, and I could be able to go window wash anywhere I want. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about supply and demand.
This is the definition of time. Time is slow when you wait. Time is fast when you are late. Hello. Time is deadly when you're sad. Time is short when you're happy. Time is endless when you're in pain. Time is long when you feel bored. Time is most beautiful when you are in love. Every time is determined by your feelings and your psychological conditions and not by clocks. This is why Yahuwah operates outside of time. Because we as humans operate in time. But you see why? Because it's determined by our feelings.
Perky got it right. I like them quotes because everybody can learn something from it. And DJ, it was entanglement. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounded like some free use shit where they were using that kid as a sex slave. Everybody was having a turn with him. Pretty sure all 4 of them was fucking on that little boy. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
You want to go down the rabbit hole of 23andMe with me? I've been doing this for about a week, and I just watched a video that changed my whole thought process just like that. Deoxyribonucleic acid, your and my DNA, reacts to us outside of our body, no matter how far away it is from the host. Think about this for a moment. Happiness, sadness, anger, fear, the whole gambit of emotions. It is scientifically proven and has been tested that it reacts to us and it produces a charge. So what do you think 23andMe and other DNA collecting companies are actually doing with your and my DNA? I have never sent my DNA off, but every blood test, they collect your DNA. What do you think's being done with it? Let's go down the rabbit hole together.
I haven't done the 23andMe shit only because, like I said, I don't want to be cloned. But and I don't want to. But shit, don't matter anyway. They're gonna have your DNA regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because these people, they're terrorists, terroristic organizations. But hell, we already knew that.
Like, listen, get ready for this war. Don't move with no fear because you see they bringing war to us. They're bringing war to us. So at this point, we don't have no choice. We got to protect our kids, our daughters, our mamas, all that shit, especially the guys. And guys, you should feel the same way. All the guys should be thinking like we gotta protect our women and our kids and our planet, and all the guys should be thinking we gotta protect our creations, cause y'all created us and everything else too. So if everybody look at it like that, then everybody gonna care about each other. We can't lose. They trying to pick us off one at a time. They trying to pick us off in sections. We can't let them keep doing that, because eventually they're gonna get us down to a point where they can just come at us like in a hole. They can't do that right now. We too deep, we too strong, so they want to pick us off in little sections. We can't go like that. We gotta stand strong, united, and push as one on every level, from sharing the information to getting ready physically, to learning back how to live off the land. Use Google now, use YouTube now, and relearn this shit before we get back out here in these woods, because that shit coming. It's coming. It's coming. We finna get back out here in this land. It's coming.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, man. Either the EMP gonna hit, knock out everything, which strong possibility, because that's probably gonna be what opens up Project Bluebeam, because that's when they're gonna implement all this shit after they knock out all the power. They'll be like, oh, we're gonna set them up now. Might as well. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of shit that looks like UFOs, and it's nothing but holograms and UAVs, or like these drones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no internet, no civilization. Well, technically, because you gotta remember, we had a civilization before internet. It's just people ain't gonna want to go back to the rotary phone lines, home phones, and all that shit, pay phones, especially after they done took all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Which didn't make sense to me. Why the fuck you gonna take some shit out that should be all the way around? You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, motherfuckers should have a payphone. There should be a payphone somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. Motherfucking phones be dying all the damn time. I thought we was smart. I see our errors.
Jay-Z apparently wiped his Instagram account after being named in the files. Huh. Wow. Wow. It's a marketing thing? Really? What's he marketing himself for? Oh, here we go. Goyim were born to only serve us, he said in a 2010 sermon. Without that, they have no place in the world, only to serve the people of Israel. Guys, this is insane. Really, like, I mean, this is like every stereotype, every paranoia, every conspiracy theory, everything. Just it all aligns, and it seems like I don't even know what to say. Wow, conspiracy people always right. How is Nick gonna react? I can't wait to find out. See.
Tell you, man. Shit crazy. These files, you know what I'm saying? What up, Zero? Zero in the building. How you doing? So we up in here. You know what I mean?
Told that Elon Musk, if he just gave $6 billion, could solve the hunger crisis. And he said, show me an itemized list and I will cut you a check. And they never sent him one. Well, now we know why. Because the governor of Illinois, Mr. Pritzker, he just did an interview in which he said the SNAP benefits alone just for Illinois is $90 million a week. That's $360 million a month. That's $4.4 billion in a single year just for Illinois. So again, Where did y'all come up with the $6 billion mark? And why is it a private citizen's job to fund that? Why isn't then Pritzker funding it in his own state? Because he and his family are billionaires as well. See, you guys are bitching and moaning and crying about a privately funded ballroom that wouldn't even take care of the SNAP benefits in Illinois for one single month. I thought the number was $6 billion. Weren't we told that Elon Musk, if he just gave $6 billion, could solve the hunger crisis? And he said, show me an itemized...
Yeah, man. See, the shit be tripping. See, I think what it is we take one step forward and they shove us 2 steps back. You feel me? And then once we realize that, they hit us with some other shit that we can't even fathom, and then we forget about the other shit they hit us with. So now we're not only 2 steps back, we're left dazed and confused, and we're walking backwards. You know what I'm saying? Because now backwards is forward. So what they want us to do is go back. But we can't move the marker back, man. We trying to get the whole 9 yards, you feel me? We trying to pull this to the end zone, move them tags, you feel me? But shit, trying to make them bags.
He went into great detail. He told me, Charlie, bent me over in between 2 trailers and put Crisco oil on my butt and to me. In broad daylight, anybody could have walked by, anybody could have seen it.
And he told me that it was Charlie Sheen that did it. And then I said, well, who is it? And then he says, Charlie.
He had said to him, this is what men do. It was pretty much common knowledge. I mean, Charlie Sheen was diddling him on the set of Locust.
Have you had any celebrities ex?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the radical people like Sean Penn and Mel Gibson and Colin Farrell and P. Rose.
When Charlie Sheen denied the allegations from Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, many believed he was telling the truth. However, he later dropped his lawsuit against Corey Feldman, who claimed Haim told him he was touched inappropriately and even worse behind the scenes of the TV show Lucas. But now, after these allegations were laid to rest, a new reality, far darker than anyone had imagined, has been revealed about Charlie Sheen by Corey Feldman. There are some sinister actions that happened that nobody knows about. Carlos Erwin Estevez, widely known as Charlie Sheen, was born on September 3, 1965 in New York City. He was the youngest son of Martin Sheen, born Ramon Antonio Gerardo Estevez, a respected actor famous for his roles in Apocalypse Now and The West Wing. His mother, Janet Templeton, was an artist. Growing up in a household immersed in the arts, Charlie and his siblings, Emilio, Ramon, and Renee, were exposed to the entertainment industry from an early age. The Sheen household was often a hub of creative energy, surrounded by scripts, actors, and discussions about film and television. This environment undoubtedly shaped Charlie's aspirations and future career in acting. Raised in Malibu, California, Charlie attended Santa Monica High School, where he developed a passion for acting and baseball. He played on the school's baseball team and showed early signs of his penchant for theatrics by producing amateur films with his brother Emilio and school friends like Rob Lowe and Sean Penn. Even in his teenage years, Charlie displayed the charm, charisma, and rebellious streak that would later become his trademarks. However, his education took a back seat to his burgeoning desire to act. Charlie's academic performance was inconsistent, often overshadowed by his interest in movies and a developing taste for living on the edge. This attitude led to his expulsion from Santa Monica High School just weeks before graduation, due to poor attendance and low grades. Charlie Sheen's first foray into professional acting came with a small role in his father's film, The Execution of Private Slovik.
That's some crazy shit, man. Crazy, crazy shit. For all these people, man, shit. All these people had it coming, man. Cat Williams told us about this shit, too. All the way back in 2012. All the way back in 2000. That's where it started at, really. That's where it started at. Keep it moving.
Chat, look. Y'all want to see it? Chat, what y'all think? Is it beautiful? Is it not? I think the Earth is flat, though. Like, chat, you cannot tell me that the Earth is not flat if you look at that shit. Earth is so flat. Did you guys know if you ask any pilot if they believe the Earth is flat, they're all going to say yes? Pilots think the Earth is flat. So why don't you guys think the Earth is flat? Pilots fly in the sky. Why don't you guys think the Earth's flat?
That's the real question. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And they work. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
I'm not gonna lie, after we found out why Beyonce made a lot of the songs that she did and for what reasons, I'm not shocked one bit to find out that Jay-Z is allegedly listed in the Epstein files. I'ma just say Ep files. Yeah, they got me scared. Out of a long list of celebrities, I would bet every dollar that Jay-Z is definitely one of the people that is listed in one of these things, allegedly. I'm not sure if they have officially confirmed this or if they have released exactly what he was mentioned doing in these files, but all I know is that it's alleged that him and Pusha T was connected in some way when it comes to this. And after watching the Diddy documentary, nothing shocks me in Hollywood no more, especially not in their realm of people. Like, at this point, I think that this is obviously, we all know, way bigger than what we think. And it really makes you wonder how much Beyonce knows. A lot of y'all gonna hate to hear me say this, but the same way Nicki Minaj switched up, I'm just waiting for the day. Unfortunately, I am waiting for the day. I know it's coming. I think she's not gonna stand beside her man. He's already deep in. I'm sure Beyonce has some connections, allegedly, to this. I'm telling you, it really makes you wonder what really goes on behind closed doors. We all know there's been speculations with many things involving these two. Now that it's been allegedly, I gotta keep saying that, confirmed that his name was brought up, I'm telling y'all it's only a matter of time. Because if y'all really go down the rabbit hole and do y'all research on the meaning behind a lot of Beyonce songs, that y'all gonna find, trust me, it's gonna blow y'all mind. I didn't believe in myself until I really, again, went down the rabbit hole, and baby, he is no good. He ain't no better than Diddy, really. Let's do a better job at hiding it. Y'all remember what Rihanna said? If she ain't signed no contract, allegedly she was gonna be getting thrown out of the 21st window in the building. Yes, you heard what I said, but hey, this is all allegedly. I'm just not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I mean, let's look at Beyonce's resume. When Aaliyah was around, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly had wanted to go out with Aaliyah. Jay-Z had wanted to rock the boat. Okay? And Beyonce wanted to move her over. Because she wanted to be the queen. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to be the queen is to kill the queen of the dams. So, there you have it. Yeah, man. That Los Nostradamus. No, that's that Los Confounded. But y'all get that map. Get them facts. Gonna need them.
When have we all been one motherfucking human race, nigga? When, nigga? When, nigga? When have they treated you like they treated themselves? Or they white people, nigga? Look at how they treat human beings, which are white people, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, which are Indians, and fucking Arabs, nigga. Look at how they treat humans, and now look at us, nigga. We ain't the same, fam. We ain't the same. You know why they treat us differently? Because we motherfucking gods, nigga. They are envious of us, nigga. We a whole different species, fam. We a whole different species, fam.
Like to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like to hear it.
You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, I think they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
Man, he said Pusha T and he said Jay-Z were the ones who were lying to the entire industry, the entire movement, the entire culture, and it's always the people you least expect, right? It's always, Jay-Z, the guy who does music videos literally making out with Satanists, Maria Abramovich, the spirit cooking dinner, truly the Satanist master of the entertainment industry, hugging and kissing her live in public. The woman is literally the personification of evil. And this is how it works, right? This is what you have to do in order to get famous. And you'll lose your soul. And Kanye warned us. Jay-Z and Pusha T. If they told you the truth, they would go to jail. Well, now what do we find out in the Epstein files? That one of the alleged Epstein victims named Jay-Z and Pusha T as abusers. Now, I don't really want to read the allegations. You can go find them yourself. I'll give you the actual. This is it on the on the DOJ website. And there are a lot of lurid allegations. So I just want to start off by saying, listen, they're just allegations. Prove them in court. There's plenty of abuse victims here for Epstein. There's plenty of abuse victims that want everyone to know more and hear more. The DOJ has, of course, redacted the names and the likenesses, the images, whether it be on video or whether it be hard copies of the images or the court documents. They're not going to release the names of victims for Jeffrey Epstein, and there's lots of them. But listen, there's lawsuits going on. And so we just want to say that, like, anybody who abused any woman, and like whether it's Jay-Z or whether it's people that you might least expect. There's some really heinous stuff coming out about the royal family and, of course, Bill Clinton. Like, go after all of it. As far as I'm concerned, you have to go after all of it. Now, here we go. Jay-Z has been announced on Epstein's list. Now, what is this? It is a allegation. It's pretty sick. It just has to do with sexual abuse, right? We're not going to be reading all the details of these allegations. You can read them for yourself, okay? Same thing we did with Donald Trump. There were allegations against Donald Trump. What we don't have in this file is what the feds decided on this. With Donald Trump, we had there were pretty salacious and grotesque allegations against Donald Trump. And then what we had were the
I guess there's a lot of allegations going around, huh? Allegedly. But we gotta know what's facts, you know what I'm saying? Because unless we hear that victim story, can't really tell. Everything else is just a story.
Okay, I'm gonna break down this whole Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein thing in less than 5 minutes in a nutshell. I don't have time to give all the details, so you want to give all the details, do it on your page. Listen, let's go through the history of this thing. Picture it, Sicily, 1934. No, I'm kidding. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, there was this guy, rich guy, Donald Trump, right? And he was a humanitarian, a philanthropist. Did I mention very rich? Well, he gave his money to a lot of great causes, including furthering the black community. He even got awards from the NAACP alongside Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali for his work that he was doing in the black community. He gave Jesse Jackson donations to fund his campaign when he was running for president back in the day. He sent his jet to get Nelson Mandela. You get the picture, right? So this guy says, I'm going to run for president. Ha ha. Well, he actually won. Well, since he won, he said, you know what? I've always said in interviews how I would help the American people and get this country back on track by using tariffs, because that's the key to making sure that the American taxpayers can see their money and actually prosper. Well, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to drain the swamp. Well, the inhabitants of the swamp dwellers said, absolutely the fuck not. How dare you think you're going to stop our gravy train? We have been making money off of the backs of tax-paying American citizens for decades, and you are not going to throw a monkey wrench in this machine. So what we're going to do, we're going to write a narrative about you. We're going to tell everybody that you're racist, because we know that word gets everyone in a tizzy and in their emotions, and they stop thinking. They're just going to believe everything that we say. Well, come to find out, yes, quite a few people did believe that lie. But then there are those of us who thought back and said, wait a minute, when did this guy become racist? Where did this come from? Well, either way it goes, Donald Trump was like, quit playing on my name, because you know that I know what you've been up to. And you know that I know that you know that I know. Don't make me talk about Epstein. Well, that sent them in a whirlwind, and they said, absolutely not. And instead of them just saying, you know, go ahead, Donald, we've made enough off the citizens' greed. It's funny like that, you know. They doubled down and they said, well, since you're bringing up Epstein, we're going to lie and tell them that you're in those files. Well, the devil's very tricky, because technically speaking, he was in those emails. Donald Trump said, yeah, release the files. And they said, well, you know what? Nah, we're going to hold up on that. No, we're not going to do that. So he created such a tizzy with the American people that the American people kept demanding the files, and they have no choice but to release them now. Checkmate. So now that we see, yes, he's in those files, let's talk about how he's in those files. Come to find out, Jeffrey Epstein hated Donald Trump. Do you guys know why he hated him? Lo and behold, he's the whistleblower. This man is actually the federal informant that turned everybody on to Epstein. He said, hey, I kicked this guy off my resort many years ago because he's a fucking creep, and I don't like what he's doing with underage girls. I will not have it. I don't want to be associated with him. I don't want no dealings with that guy. So ever since then, Jeffrey Epstein had a vendetta against Donald Trump, but the thing is, they couldn't find nothing to blackmail him with. Imagine that. But guess who else is in those files? Guess who Jeffrey Epstein loves? The damn Democrats. He was texting Stacey Plaskett during a damn hearing. And then on top of that, guess what? He gave so much money to Hakeem Jeffries when he was running, and this is after he was a convicted you know what. Also, let's talk about the fact that Bill Clinton had been to his island over 25 times, allegedly, according to one of Bill Clinton's top aides and also one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. And come to find out, guess what I just read today? Bill Gates absolutely loved Jeffrey Epstein, even after he was convicted, you know what? And Melinda, his wife at the time, put a stop to it. She said, bitch, text him again and see what happened. Well, now that we see everything is out in the open and those files have shown exactly what a stand-up guy Donald Trump really is, they're going to do the thing that they always do. Distract you and say, hey, look over there, something shiny. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, and you can guess that base is actually going to fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. They do it every time. They're so easy to manipulate. But either way it goes, listen, guys, let everybody know what set you repping this Thanksgiving, okay? Donald Junquavius, because we roll with winners. We don't like losers. I'll talk to y'all later. I will call you back. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Donald Junquavius Trump, honey. Talk to you later.
Yeah, John Quavius. Gotta love it. Donald John Quavius. Let's get it.
Look at this snake. Why is this on the Brooklyn Public Library? This is the Brooklyn Public Library, folks. Behind me, the Brooklyn Public Library. And then what do we have all the way across there? Check that out. Check that out. Look at that arch. We're going to go check that out next. All-seeing eye of
Is
Ross.
that the arch of ball?
Right there. That's the all-seeing eye. Then you have square and compass right there. The Moloch. Up there you have the harp. The harp.
With the owl.
Compass. Moloch. Brooklyn Public Library. 2 more Molochs all the way up there. 2 more Molochs all the way up there. And whose crown is that? So this is the Brooklyn Public Library. Oh, look, a dragon. And then we have some masks over there. Oh, look, there's a pine cone at the top of that funeral pine cone. Check that out. That's a dragon. The Brooklyn Public Library. Look at that. 2 mullets. 2 owl mullets.
Looks like a weed plant.
They may have a cap.
You didn't want to say nothing about that
Look
cannabis.
at those stars up top. Those stars. All the way up there. What do we have for symbols over here?
Oh, sheesh.
Another crescent moon and a bunch of stars all the way around the top. You see the crescent moon up there? Another star. I mean, those 2 owls right there are the most blatant. Most blatant. I mean, this thing is gigantic. Look how big that is. Look how big that is.
Yeah, I wonder how much that costs.
Keyhole pattern all around the windows. Star. Brooklyn Public Library. Here are enshrined the longing of great hearts and noble things that tower above the tide. The magic word that winged wonder starts the garnered wisdom that has never died. Stay tuned for part 3. It's wild, fam. I love y'all.
That shit's a trip right there, man. That is a trip. It's all part of the script. Enjoy the show.
And then she came out in October and went on the internet and said that he's not even my son. That it's another nigga's son. And she knew that since January. So you let me pull up in May. Get me out of 2,000, hit me with the kidnapping case. That ain't work because I brought him back. Then you hit me with this case, then you turn around and yank my, you feel me? Well, you trying to have me kill you, but I ain't gonna let it.
That's why
I ain't found out yet.
Gets titled with his title.
I ain't found out yet. You feel me? I ain't found out yet.
That was before he went in, y'all. Yo. Say.
Before we get started, I'd like to say that this is entertainment only. This is based on factual evidence. This is all fiction. Now, let's talk about it. If you truly follow me, then you know that I've taught that these earthquakes around the world, especially the Ring of Fire, are caused by dragons, serpents, leviathans. Now, let's talk about it. If you've been caught up with me and Africa is a skull, and I pointed that out to you, right here. If you look right here, here's the eye, there's the nose, the lips, down to the chin, all right, all the way around to the back of the skull. What you're looking at right here is the carotid artery. Now I'm going to show you something special about Africa. There's no earthquakes there. You know why? Because Africa is not a leviathan, a serpent, a dragon. Now if you look at this image, everywhere that you see circles are earthquakes, all right? That's it. I've pointed out that one to you. You've already seen multiple earthquakes that run across here coming off the wing of that one. We come over here, across Africa. All of those circles are earthquakes.
Mm-hmm. All of those circles are earthquakes. Zones and part of a dragon / snake serpent. Yep. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If everybody stop going to work, nigga, they gonna come bring the fight to us, nigga. Nigga, they gonna make it a law for your ass to work. That's the first thing they gonna do. They ain't gonna get physical. They gonna try to use the pen. They know that pen powerful. If everybody stop working, then they gonna make it a law to work. And if you break the law, now they can lock you up for not working. That's all they would do. Bro, how they gonna make money if don't nobody go work? If don't nobody go to work? We do all the work. So if don't nobody go to work, how they gonna make money? If they don't make money, then they're not harnessing your attention. Cause see, when you going to work, you're giving them your energy, your life force. So that's what they harnessing off you. That's more valuable than you be. Like they only want you working for their company so they can harness your energy. Remember, you put all your energy and life force into doing your job, good at your job, right? Yeah, you do, because you don't want to get fired. So you working all hard. You donate all that energy to your job, to the company. And they feed off that energy at the top.
Mm-hmm. So they leech off energy. They exhaust you to the weekend on the weekend. You feel me? That's all part of the wordplay, or the words that they use against us to make the magic work in their way. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta open your third eye. Realize it's just a flesh, vicious flesh sitting in front of you. You need to question who is the powers behind these eyes. Who controlling that body? Who making that brain run? Who making that heartbeat? And what is the Galactic Confederation? All your Anunnaki gods, your Lyras, your Nomos, your Blue Avians. These are different extraterrestrial races that combine to come fuck them up. I told you, this is the last planet out the whole cosmos that's still in the like whole lockdown. We freed every other planet. I told you we gotta come down here and free y'all so that y'all can go back to doing what y'all was doing. Y'all are spiritual assassins who had kids down here, that's it. Before you came, before they invaded our planet, y'all was the ones that we chose. We used to send y'all out to guard the galaxies. Y'all are the true guardians of the galaxies. We gotta free y'all so I can go back to the 8th universe and do my goddamn job. I got a job to play in this shit too.
Some real talk. Gotta control it. Figure out how to get them to break their control and succeed them. You feel me?
Economically illiterate. Most political leaders don't come out of a background of finance. Most political leaders come out of a background of being popular. So in some of the countries, except in the African countries, for example, they might have been a military person. They were a general. In some of the African countries, they might have been a disc jockey. Or in our country, they would have been an actor. The knowledge of money they don't have expertise, they have no degrees in finance. They really, and this is one of the major problems, their expertise, if they have any financial knowledge, is of their own checking account or bank account and filling in their own taxes.
Shit, some of us still can't even do that. We get other people to do their taxes. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm over here telling on myself. Let me keep moving.
Now, they escaped planet Egypt. Now, keep in mind, the human beings already wanted to come to Kai because when they used to be on Nern with Zeus, he would always talk about Kai. All right, and how much he missed it and how beautiful it was and how it had the beautifulest sunsets ever. All right, and this is why in Black Panther, remember at the end when he was saying, my father always told me that Wakanda had the most beautiful sunsets? They was talking about us because when our second son come back, you will see some of the most beautiful skylines you'll ever see. It ain't gonna never be nighttime again. It's gonna always be daytime. The darkness is gonna get us to be that purplish red hue in the sky because that's what two suns do. But that's why in Black Panther, that's what he was talking about. Because remember in Black Panther, where was Wakanda at? Wakanda was in America, right, but it was hidden. Okay, Wakanda is just symbolic of how Atlantis is really in America, but it's hidden. America is Atlantis, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Atlantis under the sea. We walking on Atlantis every day. This is Atlantis, and Atlanta is the capital of Atlantis. Okay, where Atlanta is right now, this is why it's called Atlanta, Georgia. It's the capital of Atlantis. It was the capital of Atlantis. This landmass. Facts. All right.
Big facts.
But you know, I can't tell them nothing. I can't tell niggas nothing. You know, niggas want to work. Niggas don't wanna work for themselves. Niggas genuinely want to go work for them. It make people feel better, I guess, to go work at Walmart. Hey, I work for Walmart. I guess that make you feel good. Hey, I work for Walmart. I work for Popeyes, McDonald's. I work da-da-da-da-da. But nobody never wants to say, hey, I work for myself. I got my own company. I got my own business. I started my own shit. So what, I ain't made no money yet. If you ain't made no money yet, you gonna make a lot of money. How about, hey, I just started my own company. I'm finna make these millions. I done wrote these spells down. I done affirmed this spell, casted it. Now I'm just making it happen. You know? How about that? How about that? Work for you, exactly. Work for you. Do this. It's gonna work. Whatever you want to do is gonna work when you work for you. Trust me. You preserving all your energy.
I mean, you ain't overexerting yourself anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we all supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to pay you to hurt yourself. They're going to pay you just work.
And the mission is clear. Increase the vibration. That's all I'm on. All I see is souls. Everything without one gonna be eradicated. You vibrating low, we gonna leave you where you vibrating at. Right down there. But I'm just telling you, this country is going to World War III. Not just this country, the whole planet. And this is all part of the bigger war that I've been telling y'all about that was coming. And y'all know why. It's good versus evil, us versus the fallen gods. Who does the police work for? The police, CIA, FBI, their job is to protect the interests of the elites. That's why they have police all in every country, every town, to protect the interests. The interests. There's two subsects of human beings. You got your rich human beings who was a part of the global elite through blood. And then you got your poor middle class human beings who are just like the bait. They don't give a fuck about them. These are the ones you see every day. These are the ones who they want us to fight in the race war. Not them.
That's why I say sit back and enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be smart enough to not fight. Unless it's to defend. You know what I'm saying? Because only then it's honorable. Other than that, nah. There'll be none. But yeah. Start getting in shape, man. Getting this shit in, you know what I mean? Because these people going to try to get it.
Low. They don't know nothing about spirituality. Niggas on the block getting high all day. Niggas don't even know this is possible, nigga. Facts, nigga. Boy. But guess what? The truth gonna come to light. And when niggas in O Block do find out he did this shit, then he is gonna have more shit going. Because the truth gonna come out. It's already coming out. So it's only so long, but it's only so motherfucking long before the shit hit the fan. And then niggas gonna see it for what it is. Like, oh, okay, damn. He really did get down on Von. Yes, because he was jealous of Von. Because Von already had that street prestige. Von was the real nigga. Von didn't need no shooters. Von ain't need no, he was that. You see what I'm saying? So when he get on a song and he rapping with that energy, it was different than Dirk's. It was different than Dirk because Von really living that shit. Dirk rapping that shit. That's a big difference. Von was living it. Dirk was just rapping it. So that's why Von energy took off like that. Because you can't fake it when it's real. See what I'm saying? When it's real, that shit come from the soul. You hear it in a motherfucking voice. You like, yeah, that's real shit. You feel? That's like me sitting there talking to y'all. Y'all always come in here and get in here and fuck with me on live. I do this all the time. Definitely for the new people that get in, we do this all the time. But y'all come in here and fuck with me because y'all feel it. You feel it in here when I'm talking. You can feel it in your soul. You like, okay, this nigga saying real shit right now. He ain't on no hate shit. He ain't putting nobody down. I'm bringing truth to light. Yeah, Mo3 was a sacrifice too. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about Mo3 in this video. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want Mo3 next, hit me up or something, man. But we just talking of Von. Look, listen. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Everybody around is gonna find out this fact that Dirk sacrificed King Von, right? And this next sacrifice is gonna be Memo. They're doing the same thing to Memo that they did to Von. I see it coming now. They're building Memo up. Memo followers going up. He's starting to get more clout. They building Memo up, building him up. As soon as we get him all the way up there, something gonna happen to Memo 600. You know what I'm saying? Say that's what he just did to Von. He built him up, played the role like he fucked with him. He ain't like him on some jealous shit. See what I'm saying? You know, Dirk the type of nigga gotta go pay a nigga to smack a nigga. Von go smack a nigga himself. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think Dirk was jealous of Von? So you telling me y'all really think Dirk out there sliding for Von? I'm in Georgia. You think they down here sliding for Von? I'm in Atlanta, nigga. And I'm outside every day. And I fuck with niggas in the streets in Atlanta. I fuck with the Bloods down here, the GDs down here, and the Crips, nigga. I'm in the streets, I fuck with niggas. You hear me? And niggas fuck with me because I got good energy. They know what I'm on. When they see me, they like, oh, that's Rashad Jamal. That nigga, he around. We war, they fuck with me because I be on that war with 12 shit. Nigga, oh yeah, we fuck with guys. Who he sliding on? Nigga shot a video.
And 100, I really do think he set that boy up. But in the same sense, that boy needed to be taken out, man, because he was a gremlin. You know, we didn't need no gremlins up in here because he wasn't taking out nobody but us. It's like you gotta take out the ops and the police, not us. What the fuck? But shit, let's keep moving.
In order to activate and be at your most powerful self, you must lack emotion, you must detach. Right? Our planet needs us, our animals need us, our people need us, and thus we are here. Alright? It's dawn of a new era. Many of you will be losing appetites. Many of you will be losing sleep, itching.
Hey man, that's some real talk though. I'm gonna play it again.
In order to activate and be at your most powerful self, you must lack emotion, you must detach. Right? Our planet needs us, our animals need us, our people need us, and thus we are here. Alright? It's dawn of a new era. Many of you will be losing appetites. Many of you will be losing sleep, itching, scratching, aching, vibratory sounds. Losing family, friends. This is the great separation, family. And we officially enter it tonight when Jupiter and Saturn aligns. When they align, every planet in the galaxy aligns.
We in line too. Got full moon, superpower. Getting that shit. Staying tapped in. Solid in.
I don't know if you've seen one of the pictures. It was a bedside table with a bunch of watches around it. In this drawer, there was an audio recorder. In all of Jeffrey Epstein's pictures, a lot of them, the victims and the core girls are wearing these chunky watches. So there's there's like one here. There's a big chunky watch right here.
Wait, why?
And look, and Jeffrey is even putting a watch on this girl
Oh my God.
in this picture. Yeah. So these watches are just tracking devices so Jeffrey can hear and track where these victims are going. What are they saying about him? All that.
Good shit right there. That's intel that we need.
For all of them, it don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, all lies will be exposed. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing, you tell it. I know so many things I shouldn't know. When I walk in a room, heads go down.
I know so many things I should have known.
At the end of the day, I'm just gonna make my point to the university so they can further be enlightened on why war is imminent. Hear me clearly. War is imminent. I don't just use words. See what I'm saying? Hear me? War is imminent. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel out there, nigga. Give a fuck what y'all hoping don't happen. Y'all can pray to Jesus for some shit not to happen. Boy, we gonna fuck Jesus up too. See what I'm saying? We gonna fuck you up, Jesus up, Virgin Mary Auntie, Buddha. Matter of fact, every fucking church gonna come down. Every fucking statue gonna get coming down. All this idolatry y'all been doing down here on this planet, that shit ended. On my soul it is. All of it. See, when it falls, it all falls down. You hear me? It's all in falling down.
It's a house of cards. It's all a house of cards. And they built it on sand. They didn't build it on stable land. But shit. We the original builders anyway, so it's up to us to maintain what we got at stake.
So many of you got faith in the police and the judicial system, you honestly really think they on your side. You're not even listed as a citizen in this corporation. You're just property. The birth certificate proves that, as well as the death certificate. You get a birth certificate to let them know when the package arrives, and you have a death certificate to let them know when the package leaves. As far as the actions you can do based upon what we sitting here discussing is taking this intel that I'm giving you and first meditate and ponder on what I'm saying about the enemy. And then go look into how the police get trained, look into how they move, look into their tactics, look into COINTELPRO, look into these things so you can start readying yourself mentally for how they operate. You know what I'm saying? You need to be gathering this intel so you can have an awareness. You motherfuckers walking around thinking that each other is the enemy. That's the first thing. It's like in boxing, motherfucker gotta put a punch.
You know what? He is not even wrong. I think this is what Malcolm was talking about before they got King and them, you know what I'm saying? I think this is where he was going. So I'm going to let him keep building, but yeah.
So many of you got faith in the police and the judicial system, you honestly really think they on your side. You're not even listed as a citizen in this corporation. You're just property. The birth certificate proves that, as well as the death certificate. You get a birth certificate to let them know when the package arrives, and you have a death certificate to let them know when the package leaves. As far as the actions you can do based upon what we sitting here discussing is taking this intel that I'm giving you and first meditate and ponder on what I'm saying about the enemy. And then go look into how the police get trained, look into how they move, look into their tactics, look into COINTELPRO, look into these things so you can start readying yourself mentally for how they operate. You know what I'm saying? You need to be gathering this intel so you can have an awareness. You motherfuckers walking around thinking that each other is the enemy. That's the first thing. It's like in boxing, motherfucker gotta put a punching bag in front of your ass and show you hit this bag. Cause you guess what our people been doing so far? Instead of hitting the heavy bag, niggas on the other side of the gym hitting the speed bag. We ain't even supposed to be hitting the speed bag. We told your ass to hit the heavy bag. You over there hitting the speed bag. That's what the fuck going on. Niggas have no awareness of self.
Yeah, we trying to build that fucking stamina and shit too, but we want to build that dexterity first. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take the punches, how you gonna stay in the game? Gotta work on something, man. Work on your brain. You know what I'm saying? Or you lose it. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. That's why they had those things on the top of their head, yarmulkes. That's the turtle shell. They're turtly enough for the turtle club. One-eye people get that one, you know what I'm saying? It's an inside joke. Leave that for the one-eyed tribe, feel me?
Wall Street makes it sound complicated. They don't want the little guy to understand what they do because they make so much money and they don't do very much. So they couch it in words like derivative and stock options and commodity futures and different types of contracts. It's all fairly, everyone is capable of understanding it. It is not complicated. But Wall Street, because they make so much money from doing fairly simple things, needs to make it more complicated than it really is.
Yeah. Say he is on the $20 bill. You're not lying. You're not lying. That's the devil.
And you asked me whether everyone should own a home. And I told you no, it's too risky.
So the financial collapse of 2008 is because of hardworking African Americans, Hispanics, and whites who wanted to have a ownership stake in the society that all rests on their shoulders. They're the culprits.
No, not at all.
Okay, then
I didn't say they were the culprits. I was pretty clear it was Bill Clinton.
Okay.
And why was it Bill Clinton?
Why was it Bill Clinton? Damn it, erase. All right. Billy been in some lot of shit. Oh, willy-nilly Billy. Heard you was doing more than just trying to get a devil in a blue dress. You know what I'm saying? You know, get a little bit of that Oval Office brain session. Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't get jealous of other girls because I was raised in a cloning lab to be the perfect woman for Hugh M. Hefner. So other than the fact that my IQ is probably a little higher than he would like, I have nothing to worry about.
Is it a clone or not?
Oh, now you know going about cloning. Cloning techniques, since 1938, they've been making clone people. There's 8 countries making clones. I have a doctor friend that all it does is treat the clones.
Where do you get your information?
I get it from some of the people that are willing to come forth, and they talk to me because they hope I'll put the information out because they always got 2 people following them and they may be killed. If I start talking about cloning too much, the people that get involved into that you disappear on it. So I don't go into too many more detail.
All we have left are the clothes on my back and the clothes in my freezer. 43 is missing again. To replace my beloved hounds with teacup poodles.
That's some crazy, crazy shit. Hopefully they ain't clone you, man. Hopefully you ain't do that 23andMe shit.
It's the zombie apocalypse, and welcome to it. The zombies come out to feast on what the vampires leave behind. So that's what you're kind of seeing. And I'll teach you how you can resist it and keep your mind free.
In a nutshell. Meditate, pray, eat once a day. Make sure you drink lots of fruit juice and highly green diet.
If you don't know already, they released 3 million pages from the Epstein files. You have to know that a lot of people are going to be quiet today. The DOJ is saying that everything that they released today is every piece of information that they have on Jeffrey Epstein and everybody who had something to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Mind you, there are over 180,000 images, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I went down the rabbit hole. There are numerous allegations about some very big names in our country. These allegations were probably tips that were given to the FBI. Think about Sasha Riley. Think about the tips from Lake Michigan. In these files, they say some important people had parties at a specific place called calendar girl parties. It's about to get real wicked. The names of the people that's accusing this big name person have been redacted. Again, all of this is alleged. Mind you, these files just dropped and they started deleting files already. People start making noise and they start putting the files back. What I will say is this, 3 million pages is a lot of stuff to look at. I might not be able to get into everything here, but on the podcast, we going down that rabbit hole. I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like the way he talking, man. He's speaking my language. I mean, let's keep it easy.
That states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. No warrant shall be placed upon probable cause supported by the oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons and things to be seized. My Fourth Amendment rights allow me to not give you access to my home without a warrant, and I'm not allowing you in of my own free will. You have threatened me to give you access to my home, and in order to do what is best for my children, I am opening my doors under duress.
All you need to do is see where the children sleep. That's all I need to see.
I understand that.
So you're saying you're doing it under duress, so it's like,
I'm
we don't want to make you under duress.
Yeah. I understand that, but I am opening my doors under duress.
Okay, well then, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I mean, like, I spoke to you on the phone. I already went through everything.
I understand what you need to do, but I have to protect my rights as well.
Okay. It's up. Do you want to let us in? I just need to see where the kids sleep. If not,
I am opening my doors under duress.
Okay,
if you feel you need to come in, that's up to you.
Yeah, we'll talk to a supervisor.
I'll talk to my supervisor and I'll get back to you guys.
Okay.
Okay?
I could believe it, bro. I could believe it, Boogie. 100. That's super clone. Just like DJ said, man. The dude on the $20 bill right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the same exact nigga. One in the same. But let's keep moving.
The lucky ones are those getting sent home. Them South Koreans going from the Hyundai plant, they're lucky. All of anyone getting deported from the United States are lucky. The United States do not want to be liable for other countries' citizens because of the incoming disaster, people. The lucky ones are the ones getting deported. You believe me or not? But for everybody else, once again, if you're on the West Coast, then you better start migrating east. You've been warned. And of course, TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of what I say is true. It's just me and my imagination. Hey, hey, hey. Running away with me.
Running away with me.
What is ICE really doing? The lucky ones are those getting sent home. Them South Koreans going from the Hyundai plant, they're lucky. All of anyone getting deported from the United States are lucky. The United States are lucky.
Mm-hmm. It's the ones that stay in here, y'all got big problems. I would be scared too. Let's keep it moving.
The only one that noticed that the Matrix has to be in a loop right now? Here, check out this video I did last year. That's real relevant right now. We're going to get a second moon on September 29th. Now, let's talk about it. Now, if you didn't question whether or not you were lied to in class, you damn sure questioning it right now. But I'm going to show you something that's just a coincidence. Usually, October 24th marks the feast of Archangel Raphael. It was moved to guess what date? That's right, September 29th, which is the return of Archangel Raphael, the Almighty Healer. But when Raphael returns, you have to remember that he shows up before judgment. Now, let me give you the breakdown. You have Ra. I told you who I was a descendant of, which is the sun god. Fa, father time, which is the
Ra, father of the gods. Raphael. Okay. See, my name is Michael. It means one who is closest or most like God. But me, I don't really like that. So I usually just go by Mike. You know what I'm saying? Or Buddha. I like Buddha. Just means light. So I'd rather go by light. Yeah, that's what I like.
How come y'all only trust the government when they say something that you want to hear? Any other time you don't trust the government. It's lies. Everything they tell us is lies, but the aliens are coming. Did you guys hear that? The government said there's aliens. Why all of a sudden do you believe that? Right after they told you it was aliens, they made it racist. Told you that the aliens were black, 7 foot, and hostile. And they're on their way here now. Should be here in November. So, if we have black aliens on the way, at what point could they get me and those aliens mixed up if they look like me, the color that I am? So, if we're going to be fighting black aliens from outer space, how are you going to be able to tell the difference between them and us, right? Y'all just don't understand that. Not only that, how do they know they're black? How come y'all only trust the government when they say something that you want to hear? Any other time you don't trust the government. It's lies. Everything they tell us is lies. Everything they tell us.
Yeah, man. It's real talk, though. Real talk.
If the KKK and the identified members of ICE come from a Christian background, why are people still becoming Christian?
That's a good question. Let's run that again.
If the KKK and the identified members of ICE come from a Christian background, why are people still becoming Christian?
Probably because they want to diddle on some kids, but we'll never know. Let's keep it moving.
In your entire life, have you one time heard about Venezuela and all of this oil? Where's all the oil at, people? America, Iran, places like that. Have you ever heard about getting oil from Brazil? Huh? Anywhere in South America? Huh? I'm not saying they don't have it. I'm telling you that they don't have what they say they have. If they did, the country wouldn't almost be third world. Come on, America. Wake up. No one's trying to go to war over oil. The United States has the oil that would be coming from the same place that's down there near Venezuela. If you follow me, you know what that is. I told you what the oil is. It's the blood of the serpent. All right? This is why Midwest of Texas and west is where you're finding your oil at. Because that's where the serpent stops. And they have to hit a vein, oil vein. Now in Venezuela is the head of this serpent and the eye. They can't.
Making sense yet? Perfect. Let's keep it moving.
In your entire life, have you one time?
Are you sure the mud
Have
flood
you one time heard about
is a messiah?
50 states? One Israel? Ooh. Some might not like the next 30 seconds of this video. But where's the true Jerusalem at? Where's the true Israel at? And did you all know that Utah is Judah? What if, just what if, they have to show you how much the people up here have been doing to the people down here before you understand what's really going on? Now, what if you're getting ready to get Israel back? Now, if you know that the true Israel is here, the true Egypt is here, what if, just what if, they've given it back with its original name, just the 50
Said, all right, man. Goose eggs, head ass nigga. I'm spooked. Nah. He was talking about what if Illinois was Israel. And it would make sense because I've noticed there's structures around my hometown, which is Aurora, aka the light. There's like a big ass pyramid, right? But it's just a big mound covered in dirt. I used to ride my bike up there and down it. Call it the Devil's Backbone. Don't know why. Do not know why. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
It's good, TikTok. Y'all ain't think about it. You just think it's normal for it to be almost 80 degrees one day and then below freezing the next with snow on the ground, coming into 3 days after that back up to 75. Y'all think that's normal? Y'all know what the issue is? Y'all ain't paying no attention to these. Now let me explain. Every time you see that, you're going to give it 2 to 3 days and the temperature's going to drop. Not only will the temperature drop, a lot of times it's going to rain, some sort of precipitation. Now, a lot of you have got some sort of snow, but realizing that that snow looked a lot like Dippin' Dots. Is that normal? Did you see this? Or this? Or maybe this? Are they changing the weather? Now, what exactly are they spraying? Sulfur dioxide, which causes
barium, strontium, a lot of shit. Really, shit could be raining down cyanide from.
So that Project Looking Glass shit kind of make a lot of sense now. So if you don't know about Project Looking Glass, basically like they've been remote viewing the past and the future since like the 70s, right? But once they made it to around 2012, it's like you can't manipulate time no more. It all kind of just meshed. And 2012, if you remember, this is when all these Mandela effects start hitting us all at the same time, right? And anyone who knows anything, like if you was cognitive and alert back then, like the world for sure changed after 2012. Then the next election we had was 2016, special year. And we had somebody who was not a politician become the president in Donald Trump. Now on Project Looking Glass, they say like basically once it gets to around 2026, 2027, they can't see anything at all, but all they can see is that the world, like all the powerful governments and all the powerful people in the world, they fall and they're like this over with forever. And I just find it to be so funny that like these Epstein files might be strong enough, important enough, or whatever to really change the tables around. Because we got to think about the scenarios of like, if all the former presidents was out here doing crazy stuff with children, right? No way we can just let this government stand, right? Like, I know we don't fight for nothing, pretty much. We paying taxes and funding a genocide, and we don't fight for nothing. But maybe these files, like when they get truly released and we see everything that really happened, maybe it's so crazy that the government just dethroned and something new happens.
Oh wait, he might be on to something, y'all. I think he is. It sounds legit, too legit. But shit, let's keep moving.
Are you sure the mud flood being a reset isn't a psyop to cover something much, much bigger? And I'm not talking a little big, I'm talking all the way big. But there would have to be evidence of that. Evidence of a third of the earth and a third of the trees being burned up. And if we were living in a time past tribulation of the Bible, well, then this would have had to have happened as well when Satan is released from the prison and goes out to deceive the nations. But of course, there would have to be evidence of that as well. And if Satan was already released from his bottomless pit, then my guess would be that his fallen angel followers would also have been released, and there would have to be evidence of that as well. And you would think that evidence would stretch across the entire earth, and there would be evidence of that everywhere. But nah, we couldn't be living in Satan's short season. I'm sure man is smart enough to deceive billions of people that we originated from a big bang and live on a spinning ball and dinosaurs are real, and hey, once we all came from monkeys. And guys, I'm just a rookie at this subject. I haven't spent enough time with the Bible to really know what I'm talking about. If you really want to dive into Satan's short season, I got a guy just for you. And he just happened to give me this amazing shirt. His name is JT, follows JC. Go follow him on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we got 3 more videos. Let's get it.
What's going on, of course. I think I'm going to focus. It seems as though the focus of tonight's episode is about the children and the pedophilia that we are, and the crimes against humanity representing, sorry about my hair, by the children and the like. I think that's where we're heading. I'm not sure. I mean, the economy is certainly a hot item. There's so much turmoil right now with the crypto going down, with silver and gold going down, and reports that I'm understanding are that the fiat system is shut down. Again, this is the Great Awakening. This is the awakening of humanity to the criminal nature of the people who have been ruling us. Hey, Paul Little. Hey, Ian Bell. But I think it is. I mean, there's no question to me that it's happening. Another reminder collection to hit the like button. Thanks, Wade. You're so responsive. You're amazing. Just the reports I'm hearing now. There's certain influencers that I'm very hesitant to. I don't really even like to look at their things, even though a lot of their posts are in total alignment with my thinking. There's some people that are just even more out there than I am. And they've been consistently wrong about the timing, which is not bad in itself. It's just that why are they dabbling in the timing of this Great Awakening when they've been wrong so many, over and over again? And I don't want to mention names, but I'm just saying I try to stay away from those people because they give me a false sense of in my opinion of the dates involved, of when this liberation event is to take place, because in my mind the liberation event takes place when a person decides to wake up, and that it's not dependent on what happens with a banking collapse or the EBS or any of this stuff. I've had some people say, that Ellie, you have to lighten up about the EBS. It's a necessary thing. It may be, but I think the EBS is upon us without the EBS necessarily happening. And the whole idea of like the EBS lighting up and telling, giving us 3 8-hour movies and locking down humanity for 10 days. It just seems to me, anyway, I don't even want to go in there because it's not an issue. Like I said, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, great. But the fact of the matter is that with the release of the Epstein files, there is a lot of information that is in people's face. It's undeniable. If they choose to look away, that's their issue.
Mm-hmm. If they choose to look away, it's their issue. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the real talk. Like you choose to participate in the show, or you choose to neglect the show. Either way, the show's there. You know what I'm saying? Now you could be dumb to it, meaning like ignorance is bliss, because a lot of people like that. Or you could be the change that is needed to make it stop. You feel me? And for us, I think we're more of what we call not liberals, but liberators. You know what I'm saying? We're we like our liberties to be secure. You know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, we don't want to be taken advantage of through a system that is meant to protect us, but is actually abusing us. You know what I'm saying? All right, here, play the next one.
Every person on this planet have the exact same purpose in life. Would you believe me? Now, let's talk about it. Part of everyone's spiritual awakening is trying to figure out why you're here. We all want to be here for a reason. We all want to feel special. We all are very special. We need to get that out the way. First and foremost, we are all very special. You ran a race with 500 million others, and you won it 1 in 500 million. That is better than hitting the lottery. Your life is, which means that it is more valuable than hitting the lottery. Your life is. So you're curious now. So what's everyone's purpose? Your only purpose in life is to exist. And during your existence, your purpose is to experience. Experience what? You're supposed to experience whatever your heart desires. And that's what makes this life so special. Your absolute only job as a human being .
Yep. So we are creators, or we're just here for the human experience. No matter what, though, just figure out who you are. Don't be worried about the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. First and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So we got so many kids having kids nowadays that motherfucking kids think they supposed to be raising the parent. It's not like that. It's not right. It's not right at all.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question.
Sorry.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
So that footage and that entire interview was recently released by the DOJ as a part of the latest Epstein files drop. Now, they're claiming right now that this is going to be the last batch of files released, but there are still millions of files that the public has never seen. But I watched this entire interview and I found it to be compelling for many reasons. First of all, if you watch the footage yourself, which I've uploaded in its entirety for everybody to see on my YouTube channel, The Conspiracy Files. You can head there and watch the entire clip if you'd like to, because it's kind of hard to find. But in the interview, Epstein really comes across like he's trying to seem smarter than he is. He doesn't really seem to answer any of the questions. He kind of talks in circles. And I don't know, hearing Epstein's voice, first of all, I heard it, obviously years ago for the first time, but when you first hear his voice and you're unfamiliar, it just kind of shatters how you view him. Like, I know before I actually saw a clip of him talking, I thought he'd have this kind of deep, almost manlier in a weird way sort of voice, but he comes across just as kind of like a little pipsqueak little bitch, if you know what I mean. I hate to say that, but I mean, it's just kind of true. And in the interview, he's obviously given a lot of softball questions. Now, interestingly, the guy that's interviewing Epstein in this clip is Steve Bannon. And Steve, if you don't know, is like one of the biggest Trump supporters of all time. And before Epstein was killed, Steve was actually helping Epstein rehab his image. which to me, it's just hard to believe. I mean, this is a guy that was powerful in the first Trump administration. He's still pretty powerful just based on his following. But MAGA people absolutely loved this guy. And it turns out behind the scenes, he had been helping Epstein try to rehabilitate his image to get away from the pedophile label, even though he knew very well exactly what Epstein was doing, what he had been accused of doing, and he knew that Epstein was a pedophile. So you've got this guy that was supporting Donald Trump and boosting MAGA, while at the same time supporting a pedophile and trying to help a well-known rich pedophile disconnect from his dirty past. Pretty interesting too that Steve Bannon was also a huge supporter of QAnon and Pizzagate, while at the same time he was extremely intimately linked to Jeffrey Epstein. Now I'm going to make a whole video about that later on, because I think that QAnon and Pizzagate were definitely disinformation campaigns, and there's actually evidence of that in the Epstein files, which is crazy to me. But Steve Bannon, I don't know how he's gotten out of all of this unscathed. He's truly an evil, slimy dude. And he's absolutely all over these Epstein files. I mean, he was trying to help Epstein get away from his reputation of being an evil child abuser.
That's disgrace.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think
That nigga said he gonna exchange some dollars for your child's life. God bless America. Donald Trump, take us out of this hell, deliver us from evil, put us right where we supposed to be. Right next to the one and true. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that most high spirit in us. Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Christ consciousness.
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house.
Yeah, man. With that being said, I'd like to thank y'all for coming through, family. I appreciate you. Hopefully we're going to see you on another one. Till next time. See ya.
Free Rashad Jamal, they gave him 16 fucking years for waking the world up and exposing the elites, they wasn't fair. He taught a lot of spiritual things that most niggas never knew about this fucked up ass world. Like what else was he supposed to do? He united the black community, something most of y'all can't do, but people steady hating on him. What the fuck, like I'm confused. His baby mama didn't wanna see him win, so she framed him. There was no proof, just a hearsay. They so shameful.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh man, you sound like you get. They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So friends don't check on nobody. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that! My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down. Without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power